Hello, it's Mrs. Gillette. We are going to be doing lesson 11 of module 3. We're going to be doing two-digit multiplication again today. We're going to practice our partial products. We're going to practice the standard algorithm, and we're going to see how the area model helps us solve 2, 3, and 4-digit multiplication. And we're going to end up actually using the area model to solve multiplication of 2 digits times 2 digits. Not today, but soon. Before we go much further, I'm going to remind you that when we have a figure that is closed, we can find the area of that figure, or the space, the flat space the shape takes up, by multiplying the length times the width. So you know area equals length times width. Keep that in mind when we get to the area model. All right, for this first multiplication problem, you are only going to watch the screen. Do not do anything on your guided notes. So first things first, I want to do the partial products. So I'm going to start here in the upper left corner. Partial products. I know that I need to multiply 8 times 4 ones. Well, 8 times 4 ones is 32 ones, or 3 tens, 2 ones. I know I then need to multiply 8 times 3 tens. 8 times 3 tens is 24 tens, or 240. There's my 24, placeholder in the tens place, placeholder in the ones place, 240. And for this one problem, finally, I need to multiply 8 times 2 hundreds. Well, I know 8 times 2 hundreds is 16 hundreds. 16 hundreds. 2 placeholders to make this 16 hundreds. And now I can add. Ones place is 2. Tens place is 7. Hundreds place is 8, thousands place is 1. So 234 times 8 is 1,872. So how does that transfer to our area model? Well, on our area model, you can see we have a big rectangle divided into 3 parts. And I want you to think of those parts like a place value chart. Ones, tens, hundreds. Okay, so it sort of looks like a place value chart. But we've created it as a rectangle, and we're going to find the area of the ones place, the tens place, and the hundreds place in order to find the total of 234 times 8. So how do we do this? Well, 8 is what we're multiplying by, so that becomes our length. Our width is 234, or 2 hundreds, 3 tens, 4 ones, 234. And now we're ready to solve for the area. We're going to find the area of this first rectangle, or the hundreds rectangle. You know area is length times width. So the length of this rectangle is 8. The width is 200. And 8 times 200 is 1600. Now let's find the area of the tens rectangle. You know area is length times width, but I don't know this length. It's not labeled. But if I travel over, I can see that it's the same length as I labeled out here. So the length is 8. So 8 times 30. 8 times 30 is 24 tens, or 240. And finally, let's find the area of the ones rectangle. Well, you know area, again, is length times width, and this length is the same as this length, which is the same as this length. So the length is 8, and the width is 4. 8 times 4 is 32. The area of the ones rectangle is 32. Now, did you notice that these partial products match the partial products I found up here? So the area model is another way to find the partial products when multiplying. All right, let's check it on our standard algorithm. All right, right here. 8 times 4, 32. 3 tens, 2 ones. 32. Right there is my 32. All right, next up, 8 times 3 is tens. 8 times 3 tens is 24 tens. But I have to add on these 3 more. So 24, 25, 26, 27 tens. 27 tens. And there you can see my 27 tens. All right, and last I'm going to multiply 8 times 2 hundreds, which is 16 hundreds. But I have to add these 2 hundreds on. So 16 hundreds, 17 hundreds, 18 hundreds, or 1,800. Right there's my 18 hundreds. All right, last step is to multiply the thousands place, but there are no thousands to multiply, but I do have 1,000 to add. So none multiplied plus 1 is 1,000. 1,872. Whoops, lost my 1 over here. 1,872. 1,872. 3 ways to model the same multiplication problem. Okay, your turn. Grab your pencil. Here we go. Let's do our partial products. 4 times 6 ones is what? 24 ones. 4 times 110? Well, 4 times 110 is, 40, or 4 tens. And 4 times 3 hundreds, 4 times 3 hundreds is 12 hundreds, or 1,000. There's my 12 hundreds. 12 hundreds. Now I'm done multiplying. I can add 4 in the ones place, 6 in the tens place, 2 in the hundreds place, 1 in the thousands place. Okay, now let's see what this looks like on an area model. Well, I said we're multiplying by 4, so that is our length. And this 316 becomes our width, but I have to put it in place value form. So 3 hundreds, 110, 6 ones. Okay. All right, let's find the area of the hundreds rectangle. I'm going to multiply length times width. You know the length is 4. So I'm going to fill that into my number frame. You know the width is 300. I'm going to put that in my number frame. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 3 hundreds is 1,200. And I got that same partial product when I did my partial products. All right, let's multiply the tens rectangle. You know we have to multiply length times width, and this length is the same as over here, so it's 4. So this is a 4 by 10 rectangle. 4 times 10 is 40. And we can see right up here in our partial products, we got the same answer. And last, you guessed it, we're going to find the area of the ones rectangle. Again, you know area is length times width. The length is still 4, and the width in this case is 6. Oops, I'm missing some pieces to my number frame. All right, so 4 times 6 is 24, and I got that partial product up there. Okay, let's see if we get the same answer with our standard algorithm. 4 times 6 is 24, or 2 tens, 4 ones. Now I need to multiply 4 times 1, which is 4 tens. 4 times 110 is 4 tens, plus these 2. So 4 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens. And then 4 times 3 hundreds is 12 hundreds, or 1,200. And then last, I'm going to multiply thousands, but I don't have any thousands to multiply. I do have 1,000 to add. So none multiplied plus 1,000 is 1,000. And I can see that 1,264 is the same as what I got with my partial products. And if I added my area models, 1,200 plus 40 plus 24 would be 1,264. Okay, let's look at 4,408 times 5. Again, let's start with the partial products. 5 times 8 ones is 40 ones. 4 tens, 0 ones. 5 times 0 tens is 0 tens. I'm going to put that as 0 tens. There's none in the tens place. Next, I have 5 times 4 hundreds, which is 20 hundreds. 20 hundreds is the same as 2,000. 20 hundreds. And now I have to multiply the thousands place. 5 times 4 thousands is 20 thousands. 2 10,000s. 20 thousands. I've finished, and now I can add ones place, tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000s place. 4,408 times 5 is 22,040. All right, let's go ahead and look at the area model. I'm multiplying by 5, so 5 is my length. I'm multiplying 5 by 4,408. 4,000 in the thousands place, 4 hundreds, 0 tens, 8 ones. 4,408. All right, you know what we're doing. We got to find the area of the hundreds place, and we do that by multiplying length times width. 5 times 4 thousands is 20 thousands. I can see that right here on my partial products. Now I need to find the area of the hundreds, and I have to multiply length times width. And I know the length is still 5, and the width is 400. 5 times 400 is 20 hundreds, or 2,000. I need to find the area of the tens place. There are there are 5 groups. Remember, length times width. This is 5. 5 groups of nothing, which is 0. And I can see that and my 2,000 in my partial products. And now I have to multiply, find the area of the ones block. Again, I don't have this labeled, but I know it's 5. That length is 5, and the width is 8. 5 times 8 is 40. Again, there's that other partial product. If I add 20,000 plus 2,000 plus 40, I get 22,040. Let's see if that's what I get when I do my standard algorithm. 5 times 8 is 40. 4 tens, 0 ones. 5 times 0 is 0 plus 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. 5 times 4 hundreds is 20 hundreds. 20 hundreds. Right there's my 20. 5 times 4 is 20. All right, now 5 times 4 thousands is 20 thousands. Whoops, hold on. Plus the 2 more that are there. So 20 thousands, 21, 22. 22 thousands. Right there's my 22. All right, and now 10 thousands. I don't have any 10,000s to multiply, but I do have, I do have 2 that need to be added on. Nothing plus 2 is 2. So 22,040. Check, check. Nice job. All right, please be prepared to do what it is I ask you to do next. Have a great day.